We have two wonderful acts tonight. We have Rupert Wates and Don White. This is Rupert. He is a transplant from London. He has won over 50 songwriting awards. He's a funny guy. He's a thoughtful guy.
Thank you.
And I am looking forward to hearing his music. Don White, who is our main act, was here last on a split bill with Christine Lavin. So you can tell already he's funny. So I think this is going to be a very entertaining and lovely evening of live music. So with that, I'm going to turn the stage over to Rupert.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening. Well, thanks so much for coming out, everybody. And let's just commiserate with all that long line of people who's waiting at the door to come in. We decided to turn them away because they just weren't quite good looking enough. So congratulations to everybody else. It's really nice to be here. I'd like to say thanks to the Folk Project and Mike Agranoff for inviting me to come play. I'm excited to be sharing a stage with Don, and of course I've known Don's name for many years, and it's really lovely to be here and opening for him. It's going to be a great set. And thank you for coming out and supporting live music. So, here's a little love song. I'm kind of feeling the love right now. This is called I'm Amazed by Your Love. I don't need the mountains, and I don't need the trees, but I don't need the splendor of the sun that shines on me. And I don't need the treasure buried out at sea, and I don't need the lovely gardens of antiquity. I've traveled far, and all that I've seen left me cold. Twisted and scarred, nothing could move in my soul. But I'm amazed by your love. When I gaze in your eyes, I hope it stays with me now, and all the days of my life. Dreams claw at me in the night, and they whisper of tragedies not yet come to light. We must hold on to these precious times when I'm here by your side, and you are by mine. And out on the road, though you are far from me, everywhere I go, wonder is all that I see. It's better than the mountains, better than the trees, better than the splendor of the sun that shines on me, better than the treasure buried out at sea, better than the mighty temples of antiquity. I'm amazed by your love when I gaze in your eyes. I hope it stays with me now, on all the days of my life. Yes, I'm amazed by your love when I gaze in your eyes. I hope it stays with me now, on all the days of my life. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Thanks, folks. So nice to be here. Now, you may be wondering, who the hell am I, as Don asked me when I walked in the room. Well, let me tell you a little bit about myself. You know that all songwriters ever do is talk about themselves in disguised form. So the name is Rupert. One of those names that says, I don't come from round here. That's okay, kind of helps to set me apart a bit. Second name is Wates. So the whole thing reads, Rupert Waits. Well, what does Rupert wait for? It's a song about waiting. This is called Waiting to Begin. When I was a little boy, the world was like a Christmas toy. Life a game that I was sure to win, and I'm waiting to begin. Work hard and get ahead. In time all things will come, they said. That was only so much spin, and I'm waiting to begin. Waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. Still waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. I never crossed the starting line. The race has left me far behind. I'm no longer in my prime. Still the siren voices sing. They're calling from the promised land, stolen from me by some sleight of hand. Life's a shadow of the one that I planned, until I find the real thing. I'm waiting to begin. Still waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. Days come and go, and all I really know is that I'm slowly getting older. No more time to waste if I'm to join the race. It's already halfway over. Let me do all that I intend. I'm gonna give all that I have to spend. The road is rushing towards the end, but I'm waiting to begin. I'm waiting to begin. Still waiting to begin. Waiting to begin. I'm still waiting to begin. So here's a song that I wrote many years ago in London, when about 25 years ago, actually, when I was about 3, give or take. I've been 28 for a long time. It's a great age, and I intend to stay 28 for many years yet. But this is about the moment when the long rain is over, and I think we can look around ourselves now and agree that the long rain that we've just been through is more or less coming to an end. COVID will be part of our lives, I guess, but we've got the better of it, at least for the moment. Here we are gathering as human beings in one room. Would we have thought of doing this 1 year ago, let alone 2? It's nice to be back, isn't it, among human beings? So this is about the moment when the rain has gone, and we look out of our windows and see the world glittering and shining once more. This is called After the Rains. The eagle shakes his feathers dry after the rains are gone, and makes his home the wide blue sky. And after the rains are gone, and colors waiting to amaze are open to the gentle rays of the day to come. After the rains are gone. after the rains are gone, and we will see with clearer sight after the rains are gone. And when the rain dries on our cheeks to leave us on a mountain peak, then we will hear our vision speak. After the rains are gone, far from the thunder's reach, we'll hear a different song, love calling each to each, and through the mist of joy and pain, morning bird will sing again, although the night was long. And if no trace of us remains to say we've walked in love's domain, his will be our song after the rains are gone. The eagle shakes her feathers dry, and after the rains are gone, makes her home the clear blue sky, and after the rains are gone, after the rains are gone. I'd like to give you a song based on a true story. It sounds like a John Steinbeck tale, but it really did take place for real. 1932, during the days of the Dust Bowl, a poor American family makes their way across America on foot from one coast to the other and back again. And this is really a kind of hymn of thanks to the women of that period, the mothers, sisters, daughters and wives who just kept the show on the road, literally. And I want to give a thought to all those amazingly strong women who are now fighting in Iran, in the colleges and on the streets against a brutal dictatorship, burning their headscarves and shaving their heads and God knows what else. Those are courageous women for the time. So this is for all the women, the strong women, who have helped to inspire us and make us, the rest of us, believe that tomorrow will be better than today. This is my song based on a true story. This is called Days of Mercy. Daddy lost his job one day when he couldn't take cut and pay. He couldn't find another place, even one that paid him less. So he settled into his easy chair with his dog-eared magazines until the bank took back our house. And my mama only screamed when she was a little girl. She had a dream, she found a pearl hidden in the pocket of her pants, but the pants were full of holes. And when she woke, the pearl was gone, and she was only 6 years old. Hold on tight, my mama said, and keep your eyes upon the sun. Put your faith in the road ahead, the days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blowing apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. So we sold up all we owned. We headed east in a touring car. We found a place with a plot of land down in windy Arkansas. Daddy worked on a lady's farm, but my mama heard it said he didn't work that lady's fields as much as he worked her bed. So she packed a cardboard case with a single change of clothes and took the baby on her hip. I told us all to follow close, and we began the long walk home to the California coast. Hold on tight, my mama said, and keep your eyes upon the sun. Put your faith in the road ahead, the days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blowing apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. When I fainted in the heat of the Oklahoma sun. My mama led me to a stream and dipped a cloth to bathe my head. We walked all through New Mexico, and in a migrant workers' camp I learned all there was to know about the kindness of the poor. Though the children dressed in rags, they gave us everything they had. Bags of sweets with ready smiles, fresh tortilla around the fire, in the huts of rusty iron. When the baby started crying, hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blowing apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. So we finally reached L.A. Beside a lake in Lincoln Park, a man was standing all alone, throwing crumbs to feed the ducks. When are you gonna take those children home? Asked the man, and my mama said, we just walked 2,000 miles, we'll make it yet with a little luck. And then the man just looked away. He said he guessed his turn had come. He pulled out $2 bills, enough to see us right, for a can of pork and beans and some shelter for the night. Hold on tight, my mama said, and keep your eyes upon the sun. Faith in the road ahead, the days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blown apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. The days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blowing apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. Hold on tight, my mama said, keep your eyes upon the sun, put your faith in the road ahead. Days of mercy will surely come. When the world is blowing apart in the eye of a hurricane, let strength and courage fill your hearts. Days of mercy will come again. Good. Come on, everybody. Good. I'd like to do some songs from my new CD, which is called For the People. For the people, as in by the people, of the people, for the people. I was asking myself what music would accompany that beautiful idea, which of course is the foundation of American democracy, comes from the Gettysburg Address, which you all know. And the idea that came to me was that folk music is music of the people, by the people, for the people. So I went back to my own roots in English, specifically English folk music, and I researched some old English folk tales and based about a dozen songs loosely on those old English folk tales. And I found the writing just flowed. It came to me very, very naturally and easily. It was as if I'd, opened a tap in my unconscious and my buried heritage, ancestral memories from England, which is where I come from. So here's some songs from a new CD for the people. England being an island, a lot of the folk tales that you read or hear are about the sea, the beauty of the sea, the mystery of the sea, the danger of the sea, the cruelty of the sea. So this is called To the Sea. Can you tell me where my true love lies? What's that to me? What's that to me? Did she pass by on her morning ride? Follow the river to the sea. Were there wildflowers in her chestnut hair? What's that to me? What's that to me? It was for my sake she them did wear. Follow the river to the sea. There she'll wait on the sun-warmed sands while the waves rise and fall, where the old ruined castle stands and silence gazes from its walls. There she'll watch as the sailors make land, each with treasures galore. They will show her the pearls in their hands, that they have brought from distant shores. And in time to come she'll not grow old. What's that to me? What's that to me? For a rusty coin she'll trade her soul. Follow the river to the sea. Can you tell me where my sweetheart lies? What's that to me? What's that to me? Did you hear her sing as she passed by? Follow the river to the sea. Follow the river to the sea. Follow the river to the sea. So much. I'd like to do another song with a nautical theme. This is about a mermaid. This particular mermaid is trying to get home to her cave, but the captain of a ship has anchored with his anchor over the mouth of her cave under the sea, so she can't get home to feed her babies, and she's begging the captain of the ship to weigh anchor so that she can get home to her cave. It may be a fictional story, but I based this song on it. This is called "Oh Captain." Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray, for I may not return home till your anchor be raised. If you like my silvery tail, if you like my bright fishy scales, and my hair much lighter than the breeze, let me show you how thankful I can be. Hear my loved ones calling to me from our home deep under the sea. Draw your anchor from the ocean floor, where it lies now blocking my door. Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray, for I may not return home till your anchor be raised. My loved ones are hungry in their lonely cave, or let not their watery home be their grave. My husband below, he is one of your kind, and his voice is sweeter than wine. I tempted him as I lay on the sand, and that same day he gave me his hand. Now each evening you may hear us sing to the moon and her sister the wind. They will send you calm and friendly seas if you'll grant this favor to me. Oh Captain, weigh anchor, I pray, I beg you, let me go on my way. Have pity on this comely maid, for I may not return home till your anchor shall be weighed. So much. Got time for a couple more tunes, I think, then we're going to hear Don White. I'd like to mention my CDs are for sale in the lobby if you'd like to buy a CD. $15 each, $20 for two. This is another song from my new CD, For the People. It's got a background of the First World War. What happened was, this is a true story that I just discovered, a true story. The young men of a certain village north of London went down to the pub on the eve of the First World War in 1914, all dressed in their new uniforms, of which they were so proud. And each man produced from his pocket a florin, and he said to his mates and the loved ones and sweethearts who were gathered around him, he said, here is a florin, which was quite a lot of money in those days. It was worth about 10 pennies, a lot of money, a florin. And I'm going to nail this to the beam. And when we come home from the war at Christmas, of course, all wars are going to be over at Christmas, aren't they? We will reclaim our florin, and I'll buy drinks for the house. That's what they all did. When you go back to that pub 110 years later, look up at the ceiling, you'll see 25 silver coins still waiting for their young men to come home and reclaim them. And that is their war memorial. So I thought, what a great story is that? Decided to write a little song based upon it. Any veterans in the room, this is for you. I wrote this on Memorial Day of last year. This is called A Florin to the Beam. And remember, a florin is an English coin worth about 10 pennies. A florin to the beam. Drink up and dry your eyes, nail a florin to the beam of the old bricklayer's arms and leave it there for all to see. Drink up and dry your eyes, and on the day when I come home, it will buy a high old time for you and me. Promise me that you'll remember me in every letter that you send to me. This war will never make an end of me, as long as you are still a friend to me. Drink up and dry your eyes, nail a florin to the beam of the old bricklayer's arms and leave it there for all to see. Drink up and dry your eyes, and on the day when I come home, it will buy a high old time for you and me. But if I never see your eyes again, that coin will be the one you never spend. No black ringed notice in the Times for me. One silver penny will do fine for me. Drink up and dry your eyes and nail a florin to the beam of the old bricklayer's arms and leave it there for all to see. Drink up and dry your eyes, and on the day when I come home, it will buy a high old time for you and me. We'll have a high old time, wait and see. So it's been a pleasure to play for you, everybody. I want to give you one more song. I wrote this song some years ago for some friends of mine who were going through a very hard time. We're in a religious place this evening, and this is a song called Prayer. So let's take a moment and think about all the people we know and love who might be in need of a prayer tonight. So this is called Prayer. It goes out for everybody who doesn't have a prayer tonight. Here's to you. Here's to me, here's to all we've ever seen, to all to come and all that's been. Here's to all we ever shared, to our fathers and to our heirs, to all people everywhere. When they haven't got a prayer. Here's to the young and here's to the old, to the body and to the soul, to all whose stories are still untold. Here's to the lightness and here's to the weight, and to the gay and to the straight, to all who died too soon or were born too late. Here's to our enemies and here's to our friends, to the river that never ends. Here's to the sinners and to the born again. Here's to the black and here's to the white, to the left and to the right. Here's to the evening evening, and here's to the morning lights coming into sight. To the rich and to the poor, here's to the sea, and here's to the shore. Here's to all people everywhere. When they haven't got a prayer, 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 when they haven't got a prayer. Here's to the cop, and here's to the priest, to the west and to the east. Here's to all they bring to the feast. Here's to the lion and here's to the lamb. Here's to the beast and the heart of man. Here's to the house on rock and the house on sand. Here's to the heart and to the head, to the living and to the dead. Here's to the joy and to the tears we shed. Here's to the first and here's to the last, to the future and to the past. Here's to all who've ever raised their glass. Anytime we asked, to the moon and to the sun, to all we lost and all we've won. Here's to all people everywhere. When you haven't got a prayer, 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 when you haven't got a prayer.
Wow. Well, one of the joys of this job is getting to hear people that I had not heard before. And that was Rupert Wates. That was wonderful. Thank you, Rupert. That was lovely.